So, while I was off being dead, Sega finally decided to announce something about Sonic Origins. Then, Nintendo gives us a release date for Splatoon 3, so, let's discuss. Let's talk about Splatoon 3 first, since I find that easier. So, Nintendo uploaded a video called Splatoon 3 Date Revealed, and when I saw it, I thought it was clickbait because the title just sounded really fake, but I'm really glad it's not. So, the entire video shows off a turf war for the game, and shows off some of the new special weapons and mechanics. Starting off, I know it was shown in another trailer, but it looks like you can no longer jump from anywhere from the spawn point. It really makes me think about how certain mechanics are going to be reworked. Like, can I still jump to anyone if I'm not on the spawn point? Is the point sensor going to be in the game at all? Later in the trailer, you can see something that looks like a reworked point sensor, so I'm leaning more towards it not going to be in the game, which is unfortunate. So, I want to talk about the UI a bit because I find the squids and octos at the top to look weird. When I first saw it, it kind of looked funny to me for some reason. Like, it didn't look bad, but off. I could never put my finger on it. The 2D weapon artwork is quite nice to see, and I like the way the special gauge looks. Here, we see a new sub-weapon that locates enemies. It seems to be a reworked point sensor that locks on to one specific enemy, then whoever enters the field. And while looking through Twitter, it was pointed out to me that it looks like a marker, so that's a nice detail. Now we see our first special weapon, a reworked Inkzooka, which I believe is called a Trizooka. I really don't have anything to say about this special weapon, other than that it looks really fun to play. Next, we have another new special weapon, some sort of vacuum that can absorb something and then shoot out an attack at the end of its time. I'm still confused if it could suck up an attack that the opposing team shoots at you, but if it can't, it seems really hard to use. Now, we finally see the use of a new main weapon, the Splat Bow. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's probably going to be called that. So, at first, I thought this weapon was a weapon that could shoot splatter shot like bullets and then have a charging shot. Then I realized that it could only charge because there was a person shooting under the bridge. I'm stupid. From what I could hear of the charge shot, you could charge it twice, like the Splatling series, and then shoot a shot of ink. It's probably a weapon I would never use because I suck at charging weapons, but it seems interesting. Another new special weapon we have is the Zipcaster. So the way it works is that you can use the tentacles to zip yourself to other places, and when the time runs out, you get shot back to where you were, a la the Inkjet. It looks really fun, and it doesn't look too abusable as you get shot back when the time is done, instead of staying where you are when the time runs out. The next special weapon we have is the Crab Special, which looks the most fun to me. I mean, a weapon that lets you move around in a crab-like machine and lets you shoot bullets and roll around, man, that sounds amazing. The Killer Whale also makes a comeback in I guess, more balanced state. Instead of the Mega Death Whale that covers a large area, we get smaller ones that cover a smaller area. I really don't have much to say about that other than it looks cool, and hopefully it won't be too nerfed to where it's actually usable and fun to play. Okay, so the next special weapon was what I thought at first was a normal Splat Bomb launcher. It's actually a new Ink Strike. What I think is going on is when you activate the special, you can throw what I thought was bombs, and the ink strikes will go down to those spots. This looks less balanced than the normal ink strike. I don't know how you become more broken, but it looks like a really fun special, so watch it be on only like 3 weapons. Here, if you can ignore all the sounds, you can hear a new version of Now or Never, which will probably take time for me to get used to, but we didn't even hear the full song, and there was so much noise going on to even hear what was there anyway. Also, the new jump mechanic looks like a move you can do whenever, which is good. I don't know why, but I thought that they would put a restriction on it or something. Okay, so, what is going on with Judd and Little Judd? From what we know of the single player plot, we know something with mammals is going down, and that the Judds will be involved. But what happened to them? You can see that the Judds are more furrier than normal, especially Little Judd, and that Little Judd is also more brown than normal. Is Little Judd the bad guy of Splatoon 3? Other than that, the victory screen looks really nice. Also at the end, there seems to be an achievement system where you can get medals for doing stuff. Like, what we see here is this person getting a medal for being the #1 overall splatter, the #1 popular target, and the #1 enemy splatter. It'll be interesting to see what achievements there are and how many medals there are to collect. And hopefully, we can get a good reward for clearing some of them. Then, we get the final release date, September 9, 2022. You really are pushing that summer release date, aren't you, Nintendo? It would seem that the game may have been pushed back eternally due to them needing more time, but that's just speculation, as this seems to miss the summer vacation most kids would have and starts right when the new school year starts. But nevertheless, it is still technically summer, so at least they made that date. I'm really excited for Splatoon 3, as it is one of my most anticipated games of the year, so I'm sure that the game is going to be of the utmost quality. Speaking of utmost quality, here we have a company with a weird track record with quality. As you know, I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and when they announced a collection of the classic games almost a year ago, oh hey, a day after my anniversary, I was kind of excited. Then they said nothing for about a year, but now they released a trailer to mostly positive acclaim, until some people started to look closer into it. For the first 17 seconds of the trailer, they showed a little animation, which I think is beautifully animated. Then we see some Sonic 1 gameplay, and what I found interesting was that there was a coin counter instead of lives. I don't know what this means exactly. Maybe the coins can be used for something and you have infinite lives. I don't know why it would do that, and I'm probably way off the mark, but I really can't think of what the coins could be used for that would replace the lives. Then, later on, we can see that you can play as either Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles in any game, which is nice, I guess. Now they show off the Classic mode, which shows us 4x3 aspect ratio and the normal lives counter, and then the Anniversary mode, which is what we were seeing earlier. I wonder if we could have the lives in the Anniversary mode, but I'm not expecting them to implement that in. Then they say they're going to add some animated content extras, and that's it. Until the very end, where they show off a digital deluxe edition for a collection of 4 games that were on the Genesis. I don't know why they decided to make a digital deluxe edition for this game, especially when I don't know what these extras are in terms of the context of the game, but that just seems like a very weird business decision. So here we are on the Sonic Origins website, which gives us more information that wasn't in the trailer, and tells us about certain things that will be in the game. So as we scroll down, this paragraph right here, just basically tells us that what the game is. It just tells us what the game is. The second paragraph is what I find interesting. Pre-order Standard Edition or Digital Deluxe and receive the Start Dash Pack featuring in-game currency, 100 bonus coins, new mirror mode, immediately unlock, and customize your playthrough with letterbox background, and Digital Deluxe comes with even more exciting new features. That is the best one I've read all day, because I've recorded this more than once, and I kept saying Starter Dash Pack instead of Start Dash Pack, and it kept messing me up. Anyway, what that basically told you is that if you pre-order it, you get basic extra stuff. I don't know what a letterbox background is, and I should probably look that up, and I'll probably edit it in what it is. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing. A letterbox background. Pre-order bonuses is something I just never really cared about because I never really pre-order games unless like I am 100% sure it's something I want. Like Splatoon 3, I may pre-order that, but like even then I'm still hesitant on just pre-ordering anything. Most of the time I just don't care to pre-order things. There's not a thing that crosses my mind. I'll just go to the store and buy it day one. But hey, so here we have the boxes. I don't know what to call this. The middle section. Let's call it the middle section, which just gives us more information. Power on Sonic Origins with all new opening and ending animations for each title. Oh, that's actually nice. From the iconic Green Hill Zone to the treacherous Death Egg Robot, you'll speed down memory lane to thwart sinister plans of Dr. Robotnik in polished high definition, and when you are ready for a challenge unlike before, turn on unlockable in-game mirror mode. So is it going to be like, actually, not reading this, is this going to be like a Sonic CD thing? Where like, oh, Sonic 1's going to have an animated intro and then an animated end? Because that would be really nice, actually. That'd actually be really cool. If like they actually animated it for each game. We know the game is going to have animated content, extras, So that'd be nice if they actually did that. And a mirror mode, which I'm guessing is just the stage backwards, which is really also cool. So in the next one, classic and anniversary modes, experience the multi-game collection of legacy Sonic games in their retro form in classic mode. This mode features the original game presentation and will play in the classic finite live and game over style. To try something new, jump into the anniversary mode with full screen display and infinite number of lives to keep the fun going without any game overs. So this pretty much proves what I said earlier, that the classic mode has finite lives and the 4:3 aspect ratio, and then the anniversary mode is the HD full screen with the infinite number of lives. I wonder, and I kind of hope, that you can have the full screen with the finite number of lives. They probably won't do that, but hopefully it's a thing that they can do, because I would like to play in full screen but with a finite number of lives, kind of like in the original style. But if they don't do it, it's not a huge issue, but it'd just be something that, an option that would be nice to have. But the last thing we have is new unlockable missions, coins, and museum. Put your skills to the test and earn coins by competing in various missions throughout the games. Players can spend coins to unlock new content from the vault, try the special stage, and more. So the coins that are going to be in the anniversary mode can be used, you can earn coins by completing the missions. They can be used to unlock content from the vault, which is probably going to be the extra animated content and other, like, try the special stages whenever you want, and extra stuff like that, I guess. I wonder what other extra content there will be. Hopefully there's a lot or a decent amount of it that makes it feel like it was worth it to have the extra content in. Hopefully there is. Scroll down, this is guessing just the trailer. Here we have some images of the anniversary mode, and here you can see, I don't remember what this box originally was, but if it was a lives counter, then they're probably going to replace the lives counter with coin boxes. I don't think it was. I think it was just 10 rings. But anyway, they're probably going to replace the lives counter with the coins, and you can buy coins. Here you can see they have 120 coins, which is a lot. So you can collect a lot of coins, pretty much. This next image is the classic mode with the 4:3 aspect ratio. A new music thing that they haven't mentioned yet, where I guess you can just hear different music themes and stuff from other Sonic games. From here we can see that there's going to be at least 251 themes, maybe, or it's just gonna be, or either that or it's gonna be just random tracks from random games. Like, it won't have the full soundtrack for every Sonic game, just a random assortment of, I guess, the greatest hits of random Sonic games. Hopefully maybe they can include the whole soundtrack for Sonic, but if they just have the best hits, then it's fine. That's not a huge boon. Here were just some more screenshots. The mission mode. This is what the mission mode would look like, and as you can see, you'll get ranked, I guess, of how much you completed of the mission. That was something I said. Those were words that just came out my mouth. So as you can see here, defeat the 5 caterpillars and reach the goal. As you can see, I'm guessing the numbers next to the ranks mean how many caterpillars that person has killed. So they got an A rank, meaning that they killed at least 3 of them. I guess you get an S rank, meaning that you complete the whole thing. And then you get a C rank if you just barely started. And I'm guessing the stars shows the difficulty of each of the missions. I'm guessing that means. So you have a Sonic CD special stage and Sonic 3 ice cap. That's pretty much all we have for the images. So here is what the kind of the bigger fuss is about. The Microsoft Excel spreadsheet that shows what you can get with each game. So here first off we have the standard edition, which is just the basic edition, which includes the main game, and if you pre-order, you get 100 bonus coins, the mirror mode, and the letterbox background. But if you don't do any of that, you can just get the standard edition. The starter dash pack, which I'm guessing is day 1 DLC from the way they word it, you get what you were gonna get if you pre-ordered the game. So if you didn't pre-order the game, you can still get what was in the pre-order if you get the starter dash pack. The premium fun pack is, I'm guessing, later on DLC, which includes the hard missions, letterbox background, because everything just includes the letterbox background, character animation in the menu, camera controls over the main menu islands, and character animations. So it just adds extra content. Hopefully this will be free, but it probably won't. The way they're wording it probably won't be free. At most, it better not be no more than $5, because if it's more than $5, that's gonna be a little bit too much for what it's adding. And then the classic music pack, which better be $1, because all it adds is additional music tracks. So I'm guessing, I don't know why they couldn't just add it in the game day one as additional music tracks. I don't really understand their thought process. The Digital Deluxe Edition has everything. That's just, if you buy the Digital Deluxe Edition, it just has everything. I don't understand this. What I guess gets me the most is that it is a collection of 1990 games. So having even a Digital Deluxe Edition is weird to me. I'm actually gonna press pre-order to see how expensive these are. But this is just a weird marketing strategy. I don't know why they would do this. To the point where they have 5 different things of buying, I guess. I mean, at least it's not like super confusing. Like you have 10 tiers and you have to, like, you know, not everything is in everything. I just don't understand why they would do this. But that's pretty much all I have to say on the website, and that's pretty much all I have to say on this in general. But that's all I have to say on the website. So that was all I had to say on Sonic Origins and Splatoon 3. I'm really excited to see how these games are going to be. With all the games coming out, it's going to be a really fun year.